hardship, hardship, hardship. On account of hardship, Bert was let out of the army to take care of his sick mother. Gallant, gallant, gallant. Ed is so gallant that he always gives up his subway seat to a woman. Bachelor, bachelor, bachelor. Before the wedding, all his bachelor friends had a party. Jealous, jealous, jealous. A detective was hired by the jealous widow to find the boyfriend who had abandoned her. Qualify, qualify, qualify. Free lunches are given to children who qualify. Unaccustomed, unaccustomed, unaccustomed. Coming from Alaska, Claude was unaccustomed to Florida's heat. Data, data, data. After studying the data, we were able to finish our report. Keen, keen, keen. The butcher's keen knife cut through the meat. Oath, oath, oath. In court, the witness took an oath that he would tell the whole truth. Vacant, vacant, vacant. I put my coat on that vacant seat. Abandon, abandon, abandon. The soldier could not abandon his friends who were hurt in battle. Tact, tact, tact. By the use of tact, Janet was able to calm her jealous husband. Sinister, sinister, sinister. The sinister plot to cheat the widow was uncovered by the police. Tempt, tempt, tempt. A banana split can tempt me to break my diet. Corpse, corpse, corpse. The corpse was laid to rest in the vacant coffin. Recline, recline, recline. After reclining on her right arm for an hour, Maxine found that it had become numb. Inhabit, inhabit, inhabit. Because Sidney qualified, he was allowed to inhabit the vacant apartment. Numb, numb, numb. When the nurse stuck a pin in my numb leg, I felt nothing. Frigid, frigid, frigid.
The northern part of Canada becomes frigid in winter.
Shriek, shriek, shriek. She shrieked with fear. Dismal, dismal, dismal. When the weather is so dismal, I sometimes stay in bed all day. Peril, peril, peril. The hunter was abandoned by the natives when he described the peril that lay ahead of them. Wager, wager, wager. After winning the wager, Tex treated everyone to free drinks. Conceal, conceal, conceal. The money was so cleverly concealed that we were forced to abandon our search for it. Devise, devise, devise. If we could devise a plan for using the abandoned building, we could save thousands of dollars. Essential, essential, essential. Several layers of thin clothing are essential to keeping warm in frigid climates. Wholesale, wholesale, wholesale. The wholesale price of milk is 6 cents lower than retail. Typical, typical, typical. The sinister character in the movie wore a typical costume, a dark shirt, loud tie, and tight jacket. Expensive, expensive, expensive. It's expensive to own a car. Persuade, persuade, persuade. Can you persuade him to give up his bachelor days and get married? Minimum. 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 Studies show that adults need a minimum of 6 hours sleep. Annual. 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 Plants that live only 1 year are called annuals. Blend. 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 Blend together the eggs, sugar and flour. Visible. 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 Before the stars are visible, the sky has to become quite dark. Scarce. 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 Because there is little moisture in the desert, trees are scarce. Talent. 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 Hard work can often make up for a lack of talent. Dense. 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 The dense leaves on the trees let in a minimum of sunlight. Circulate. 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 Hot water circulates through the pipes in the building, keeping the room warm. Descend. 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 Knowing her beau was waiting at the bottom of the staircase, Eleanor descended at once. Vanish. 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 Even in California the sun will sometimes vanish behind a cloud. Enormous. 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 The gallant knight drew his sword and killed the enormous dragon. Vapor. 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 A vapor trail is the visible stream of moisture left by the engines of a jet flying at high altitudes. Predict. 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 Laura thought she could predict what I would do, but she was wrong. Villain. 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 A typical moving picture villain gets killed at the end. Utilize. 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 Does your mother utilize leftovers in her cooking? Eliminate. 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 The doctor advised me to eliminate salt from my diet. Humid. 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 It was so humid in our classroom that we wished the school would buy an air conditioner. Theory. 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 Einstein's theory is really too difficult for the average person to understand. Explore. 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 Sarah wanted to know if all of the methods for solving the problem had been explored. Majority. 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 In some countries, the government does not speak for the majority of the people.